Hello viewers, welcome back to another junk episode, and in this episode I want to talk about DEC terminal cables. Here this, you can see in front of me, this is a standard DEC terminal cable, and this is the only DEC terminal cable I have which is in a good condition. My first DEC terminal cable is this one here over here, and you can see one connector has no nose. Here the nose is gone, and on the other connector there is it's a bit broken, and this happens when you use these cables for over 20 years. Another problem is the cable became rare these days, therefore it's hard to get these cables. I have only 3 original cables. I have also a very long one. This is the third one, but I need a lot of these cables, and therefore I make these cables myself, and I will show you how I make these cables in that video. But when you look at eBay, you sometimes find cables with the right connector, so DEC terminal cables. You can see it here. The connector is a bit different. There is the nose is not in the middle. The nose is on the left or on the right, depends on from where you look. I don't think there is a name for the connector. I'm reading a lot of, it's called DEC style connector, so I will call it DEC style connector. And you find these cables on eBay, and they're for what, 20 euro or 20 dollar or 20 Great British pounds. You can mostly the same. But the cables are not correct. So you can see, first of all, the building quality is not good. You can see it here. It's not well made. Not focus. No, it's focus. It's not well made. And the other thing is the pin assignment is incorrect. So maybe I can show you the colors in the connectors. So the pin assignment is wrong. They are starting with blue on the left and then yellow and so on, and that's wrong because DEC terminal cable is always a crossover cable. So this is one connector must be the other way around. Therefore I've cut the cable in half and soldered the connectors in the other way around together, but this is really expensive and a lot of these cables, and also for that quality, I don't think that you have to spend 20 euro or dollar or Great British pound for such a not well-made cable. And therefore I've started to make these cables myself. I have one here, and also one here in the video. So I use only the self-made cables with my Vexus and Alphas and so on. And DEC uses that connector, I think, until the mid-90s. After that they changed to an RJ45 connector, and this will also be a topic in that video, because the junk video, it can be a bit chaotic. Where is the cable? Here. This is it's called BN24H03. So this is the original cable, and also without any noses on the cables, because it's I've got it together with my first terminal cable. So I got it for the configuration of the DEC repeater 90TS, and later digital hardware uses that RJ45 connector, especially the DEC server 90M or the bigger DEC server 900s, but I don't have such a DEC server 900, uses that RJ45, also the multi-switch 900 series, and there are 6 cables with the DEC MMJ or DEC style connector on one end and the RJ45 on the other end, and I have only that cable. But I will use the DEC server 90M later as a reverse LAT terminal server, and I will make a video about reverse LAT on my main channel, I think in a few weeks. I need a lot of the cables with the DEC style connector on one end and the RJ45 on the other end to connect all my machines via reverse LAT. And also will build one of these cables in that video. But first of all, I will make that cable over here. One thing I have to mention is you see these RJ45 serial cables yeah, in a lot of devices, especially when you have a Cisco device. Then you know, yeah, that cable over here, this is a standard Cisco serial configuration cable, and this pinout is completely different to this pinout. So this is not the same pinout like on a Cisco cable. And therefore I know all my blue cables, like this one, these are Cisco cables, and all my black cables and all my gray cables I know with RJ45 and serial, these are DEC style cables. If there is another, if there is a different pin out or pin assignment, then I will make such a label here on that cable. This cable is for the HP MSA 1000. This is a completely different pin out to the other two pin outs. And also, I have to remove a bit here of the connector. This HP unit uses a completely different pin out. Interestingly, the HP Zahnstrich, the VAN 88, uses the Cisco pinout, but I don't know why Cisco uses different pinouts on RJ45 on serial connection. Yeah, but in this video we will have focus on the DEC style RJ45 connectors. So, what we need to make a cable. First we need a crimping tool, and you need a crimping tool which is capable of crimping DEC style connectors. So this crimping tool over here is made from a Kniepex, a German brand. It's Kniepex 975112. This has here the DEC style connector over here, and then this is also the most expensive part you need for making cables. Then you need connectors. You get normally you can buy hundreds of these connectors for about €25 or $25 or 25 British pounds. If you live in Australia, I do not know. I think it's not 1-to-1 to Australian dollars or to Canadian dollars, so it's a bit more. But yeah, you get about 100 for €25, so 25 euro cents per connector. You need 2 connectors per cable. Then you need a cable, like this one here. This cable should have 6 wires, so this connector has also connection for 6 wires. This costs about 25 euro cents per meter. So if you make a 2-meter cable, so about 6 feet, then you pay about €1 or $1 or a pound, and not 20 pound, and it will be better from the quality than the eBay cables. So I need something for cut the cable. This one, it's not the right one. So first we need about 2 meters of the cable. Here this is another 100 meter, so about 330 feet. So this will be the cable, and this tool has built-in is capable to remove the plastic around, and it's also shorten it, and then the plastic is removed. But this is too long for that connector, so you have half of it. Okay, then we need a connector. Okay, it's long enough, so you can see there is a plastic nose inside. Show it on the macro again. So this is okay, and then in the tool connect, and the connector is on the cable. And then let's do the same thing on the other side as well. And now you have to do it the other way around. So at the moment there is the white cable on the left, and then the white cable has to be on the right. And this is because this is a crossover cable, and the cables are always a crossover cable, like I mentioned before. The pin assignment is TTS and DTR are on pin 1 and 6. On pin 2 and 5 is RX and TX, and on pin 2 and 3 and 4 is the ground, one for RX and one for TX. So, and then we can see it. I will show it also on the macro again. I hope you can see it. It's the other way around in that cable. And one thing you have to check with a multimeter is that there is no there is completely correct. So test every pin with the neighbor pin. And sometimes it can happen when you use the crimping tool that the metal parts of the connectors goes into 2 wires, and then you have to check it with the multimeter. Yeah, and this is for quite low price a new DEC terminal cable. So, what is the thing with the RJ45 cable? So let's make another one. So we need to use the same cable. And let's make a bit longer one. This time I can also need a shorter one, so let's make a shorter one as well. So I need later on cables with a length of 10 meters, but let's make a shorter one. First, the one end is the same like before. Just connect one of these cables. But the problem is the other end needs an RJ45 connector, and the pin assignment is completely different to that connector. So we cannot just remove the plastic and add an RJ45 connector to it, because you have to cross over some cables, and that's not possible with that Knipex crimping tool. Therefore I have another crimping tool, that one. This is a crimp and cut toolkit. So yes, this is an RJ45 connector, and so the tool for it, I saw it on Clark Wheeler's channel the first time, and it's really cool because now I can remove a lot of more of this plastic part here from the cable, and then we can put it wire by wire into the connector, and therefore have from Yukari, as also a German brand, I think, although I'm not paid for it, but I just love the high quality tools to remove a bit more from the plastic parts. And then we can have a look. I have a paper here with the correct assignment. So white is we have to cross over it, and I think I will start that way. So blue is the cable here on the left, and you can see you can put the cables through the connector, and later on the crimping tool will just cut the remaining part of the cable. So then white. Then what's that? Black. Then the middle 2 connectors are empty. Then red. Yellow and green. So yeah, you cannot follow me because you do not know what's on the other end. Maybe I will make later a pin out from that cable, because on that end, just when you follow this, it's blue, yellow, green, red, black, and white, and the nose is there. And here it's green, yellow, red, empty, empty, black, white, blue. Let's check it again. Blue, white, black, red, yellow, green. Yes, that's correct. And you can see the blue cable goes completely from the left to the right. So it's different. And then I can use this crimp and cut tool. Let's remove a bit first from the... It's easier to put it in the tool. Through the crossover in the cable, it's a bit harder to put it inside. It won't go through the cutting part. Yeah, now it's in there, and then just... And now it's connected. Yeah, then let's try out both cables that I made on a terminal. So I've connected both cables to the VT420 in front of me. One cable is here, connected in the DEC server 90M, and the other one is connected to the DEC server 90L+, and both are connected here behind the terminal into the terminal. And session 1, here this is session 1, is the session with connected to the DEC server 90M, and you can see it's working. You can enter data, and you are in the DEC server 90M, and the other session is session 2, and you can see also there is the prompt of the DEC server 90L+, so both cables are working. Yeah, and that's also the end of that episode, and I hope you found that interesting, and see you in the next episode. Interestingly, the HP ZAN switch, which is capable of crimping DEC style connectors.